Welcome to the Digital I Ching Library Companion playlist. This is Hexagram 1, the creative force, heaven. If you have any questions on the application, language, or terms in this material, watch Introductions Part 1 and 2 of the series first. This hexagram is the story of the dragon. It's the rise of the superior one or the sage from lowliness to their expertise into the world. Line 1 is about latent hidden potential that needs work after conception. Line 2 is about stepping out into the world and taking your first steps on your endeavor, finding a mentor and an expert. Line 3 is about diligent work, finding an ethical vigilance to make sure that your endeavor does not fall into the wrong path. Line 4 is about making a critical crossroads or a choice. Line 5 is about taking flight to your utmost potential and soaring towards collaboration with other dragons or sages like yourself. And line 6 tells the danger of pride, the cautionary example of one who does not listen to the call of the mandate of heaven. Hexagram 1 is unique in that it says that you have something within you that is connecting to the divine or the universe, the greater world at large that cannot be seen with your own two eyes. Your greater power, which could be your higher self, is connecting to partner with you on finding a solution, innovating on a particular dilemma, or subtly telling you that your inward energy is matching that of the unseen realm. You have the seed of potential within you to create something, or to even find a solution for a problem. Right now, you're being encouraged to take action after a period of planning and strategy. In order to fully connect with the creative force, you have to sharpen your focus on the scope of your endeavor. Set a clear and concise intention and forge a plan in order to take that action. Keep your attention on your tasks and visualize the picture of the feeling of the outcome rather than a specific outcome at the end. Utilize your imagination to its absolute fullest and use your personal skill to set and achieve realistic goals while deliberately and carefully advancing towards that goal. You're being told in no uncertain terms that you're stepping into a moment of unparalleled potential. You need to have laser sharp focus and strict and unyielding integrity to see the endeavor through to the end. The judgment states the creative work's sublime success, furthering through perseverance. In other words, incredibly great things are possible right now, but you need to persevere. All things that can be imagined are hidden away in the realm of the unseen. Only the superior one or the sage can bring that power of imagination into existence through constant perseverance, giving that intangible information a beginning in the world in which we live. No matter what your craft is, being that an art form, a profession, or a scientific discipline, do not allow the tools of your trade to stay idle. A pen at rest at a desk, a brush unmoved at a blank canvas, and a musical instrument without its player do nothing by themselves. Whatever it is that you do, you're being called to do it and to do it well. This also suggests that you may be called to take on a prominent position or simply take the lead in order to initiate the correct action to go forward. Be brave. The image states, heaven over heaven, the movement of the sky is full of power. The superior one makes themselves strong and untiring. You have to become like the heavens above, constant, cyclical, dynamic, energetic, and enduring. The heavens are constantly active and at work, sustaining everything that is known or will ever be known without ever stopping. You're being called to embody the same dynamic, repetitive power of the processions of the sun, the moon, the stars, and celestial bodies. You do this by embodying all the virtues of the I Ching at once, acting with humility or modesty, being consistent and reliable in perseverance or endurance, and holding to a deeper sincerity, to the truth. To become untiring here means that anything that doesn't serve you needs to be cast aside in order to see your endeavor through to the very end. In a spiritual reading, focus on the upper dantian of the head in meditation for clear awareness, command and stillness, mental clarity, and for boundary setting required to quiet the mind. A changing line 1, hidden dragon, do not act. In other words, don't do the thing. At least not yet. Waiting right now is the most beneficial course of action. The conception of an idea, plan, or endeavor needs time for refinement or to develop fully before it can be acted upon. You're on the right track right now, but it needs more time and refinement. This is basically going back to the drawing board. You need to be patient. Don't be discouraged with the universe telling you that the time isn't correct for initiative or immediate action right now. You have what you need, and what you have is correct. It just needs more work. With more planning, you'll have the time to gain strength and confidence for the final product. In time, there will be a fulfillment of action, but right now, conditions are less than favorable. The environment could be hostile, or the details surrounding the solution need organization. In a spiritual reading, you need to ground an underactive root chakra for greater stability before building up your foundation. Build up your security first. A changing line 2, dragon appearing in the field. It furthers one to see the great one. Now is the time to take your first steps. Your idea or solution is fully formed and ready to be put to action. Step out into the open and keep a lookout. The friends and the expert helps and connections are closer than you might think, and they might be within your orbit right now. They have the insight and the expertise that you need in order to see your task through to the very end. The creative force within you is active, and your inner character is attracting like-minded people in an unconscious way. Now is the time to seek their support and collaborate with the right people. There is another dragon or sage like yourself appearing in the field of your life. These are potential allies that provide wise counsel. They could be mentors. They can guide you and help to collaborate with you on your journey. Take caution right now and associate only with those who would build you up on your endeavor, and be consistently cautious of who you allow in your inner circle at this time. Your first steps are incredibly crucial, and they are incredibly fragile. A changing line 3. All day long, the superior one is creatively active. At nightfall, their mind is still beset with cares. Danger, no blame. This is about being mindful of yourself, planning ahead, and remaining vigilant as you work towards your goal. As you find your stride in your endeavor, you'll find yourself faced with anxiety. And yes, there is such a thing as a healthy level of anxiety. This is about working diligently. Be cautious about your current ambitions and don't let them go overboard right now. Your work is important, so you need to treat it well. This line is simply telling you to remain alert to potential issues or obstacles as you set out on your endeavor. As you become more recognized or you become visible, keep your ambition in check to maintain integrity. Your work is vulnerable. As you begin to rise in prominence and visibility and influence, be incredibly temperate with how you treat others and respect the need for rest when it arises. A changing line 4. Wavering flight over the depths. No blame. Right now, you're being offered a choice between paths. There are many ways that are open to you right now in this moment. You're being offered these choices to either continue on the path that you're on, the path of the world, or you can take the path of the sage. Neither of these is wrong. The way of the world is your current path, taking the lead on your plans and your endeavor, being visible out in the open. The way of the sage is a choice to withdraw temporarily, gaining different perspectives, gathering more energy and resources, or needing to learn more. The choice is to continue or to change course, to rest or to continue. Neither of these choices is wrong. Both are beneficial. Only you can decide what is best overall. With a well-informed choice, a choice well made is not wrong. You can either choose to act or to not act. A changing line 5. Flying dragon in the heavens. It furthers to go and see the great one. This is your time to shine bright and to find your tribe. A time of incredible potential and effective progress. This is you at your peak on your endeavor, where you are the most visible or at your most prominent. Things that accord in tone vibrate together. There are people of great value around you at this time, so seek out these positive influences. Your inner character and virtue attract those of the same affinity. Now is the time to form these connections with these associations. Just remember, high quality attracts high quality. Becoming more visible and recognized draws attention. Don't be afraid to coordinate with other dragons or sages like yourself at your experience level to improve yourself and eventually each other. A changing line 6. Arrogant dragons will have cause to repent. The oracle is being gentle with you right now and telling you to take a step back and rethink a course of action. An ambition, plan, or idea is beyond the scope of what is realistic or even possible at this time. Scale it back. Any aspiration that exceeds your natural ability will not go well. If one presses onwards, there will be a collapse that occurs if warnings aren't heeded in time. If you do a digital draw and you are inquiring about another individual, this is someone who has become rigid, cold, and disconnected from reality and ethics. If they don't pull back from whatever it is that they're trying to pursue and ground themselves, their fall from grace could be particularly bad. In a spiritual reading, this may also indicate that the third eye chakra is overactive and may become clouded. In an ultra-rare and powerful omen, if all lines should change, the reading says, a flight of headless dragons, great good fortune. This is representative of every creative component achieving incredible solidarity. It kind of describes a dream team or a supergroup that operates without a head, They may not have a leader, or they may be operating without ego. Every part of the system is moving in perfect harmony. Every dragon or sage involved is already a master of themselves and know all of the lessons through all the lines of the hexagram. There is no need for a head in the statement because no one needs to be told what to do. A cohesive team or a collaboration where all roles and results are clearly defined is what makes this group incredibly powerful. This is kind of the ultimate flow state. This ultimate initiating yang force then changes to its complementary counterpart, hexagram 2, the receptive power, the earth. It should also be noted within this instance that when it says a flight of headless dragons, they may need a leader and they may need you to step into a prominent role or a leadership role in order to guide these other creative influences will bring incredibly good fortune for you. If you happen to have general questions, would like to contribute insight on this material for future content, have a request on something you'd like to learn, or would like to have a free consultation interpreting this specific material or material from a previous I Ching reading that you received, reach out to oracleodysseyinquiry@gmail.com. See you later.